Keyshia Ka'Oir and Gucci Mane have been the picture of couple goals for years now. Many men even point to Keyshia as the ultimate example of loyalty, the kind of woman who stands by her man no matter what. But according to what's being whispered out there, Keyshia might not just be Gucci's devoted wife. Oh no, some say she's actually his handler.
Still cook for him. Only thing Gucci gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it.
Keyshia has often said she does everything for Gucci Mane, and for a long time, people thought that was just her being a loving, supportive wife. But as more private details have leaked, it's starting to sound like Gucci might be less of a husband and more of a project for her. She didn't just marry him, she studied him, shaped him, trained him, and now seems to have full control over him. Many believe what they have today feels less like a marriage and more like a business partnership. Gucci first spotted Keyshia Ka'Oir around 2010 when he was behind bars. He came across her photo in DXL magazine and told his manager he wanted her in one of his music videos. When his team reached out, Keyshia wasn't interested at all. She told them to lose her number because she had bigger things going on. But Gucci's manager kept calling and calling until she finally said yes. She flew from Miami to Atlanta a day before the shoot, but when Gucci tried to hang out early, she turned him down, saying they'd meet on set as planned. After filming the 9/11 emergency video, Gucci begged her to stay an extra day. She agreed, and from there, their story began. But before that so-called happily ever after, things were anything but smooth. Gucci was wild, unpredictable, and spiraling out of control, while Keyshia was already a focused businesswoman and mother of 3. She wasn't into the party scene or chaos that surrounded him. As time went on, Gucci's mental health began to crumble and he kept landing in trouble, online and off. At one point, he even went on Twitter bragging about women he'd been with and dissing everyone, including Keyshia, who'd stood by him through it all. Things finally hit rock bottom when police found a gun and a bag of substances on him, leading to a 39-month prison sentence. He was sent to federal prison, and while most people would have walked away, Keyshia didn't. She stayed and held him down.
This woman crazy about my wife. Crazy about her. To be honest, I ain't had nobody else to go to. So out of desperation, I went to her because me and her were kind of, I had been cussing her out too. So she had to forgive me and say, I'm gonna help you. Man, though I say she the realest. Yeah, because it was like I needed her.
What were your intentions when you gave her the money? You wanted to flip it?
I just ain't had nobody to trust.
Wow.
It wasn't even about no flipping. I just ain't had nobody to trust. Everybody was stealing. And it was like, I wasn't in my right mind before I went to prison. And everybody who could, they were taking advantage. Money getting missing from everywhere. So it's like, to be honest, I ain't had nobody else to go to. When she held me down from prison, that made me say I'm finna marry her. You ain't gonna find nobody who gonna...
Keyshia basically turned prison into Gucci's personal boot camp, a place for him to rebuild himself. She called him constantly, sometimes up to 6 times a day, keeping him on a strict routine. They'd work out, eat, and even shower at the same times, despite being apart. While running her growing cosmetics brand, Keyshia also took charge of Gucci's finances and made sure every detail of his life was in order.
And in my heart, I couldn't walk away from him. I knew he needed me not only to just support him, but he needed guidance. And I felt like I had to be there for this man to make him a better person.
So when Gucci finally got out, there was no awkward starting over period. Keyshia already had everything mapped out for him. She scheduled his entire day from morning to night. Both of them would wake up at 9 a.m.
I still cook for him. Only thing Gucci gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he gotta eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he gotta do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it.
Work out, take care of business, and wind down together. Keyshia even made it clear that Gucci couldn't stay in the studio all night anymore. She didn't want him slipping back into the old patterns that had landed him in trouble in the first place.
So the word is that he gave you $2 million to hold.
Yes.
And instead of running off to Rio like a lot of dumb girls would do, you know, you invested it in your companies and flipped it so that when he came home, it was like triple what he gave you. Good, Keyshia, good.
I invested his money for him and tripled it and gave it back to him, but I didn't put it in my company. My companies were invested by myself.
How'd you invest the money?
I did a lot of different investments and real estate and things like that for him.
Honestly, no one knows where Gucci would be today if Keyshia hadn't stepped in and taken charge. He could have easily hit rock bottom again or ended up back behind bars. But while many fans admire how she helped him rebuild his life, others have started to notice something different. Gucci now seems disconnected from people who used to be close to him. You rarely see him with his other son, and if someone didn't already know, they might think his only children are the ones he shares with Keyshia. Every move Gucci makes, from business deals to public appearances, seems to need Keyshia's approval first. If she doesn't greenlight it, it doesn't happen. Keyshia herself has admitted that Gucci can't function without her. All he has to do, she says, is wake up and take a bath. She handles everything else.
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. You know, and I just control everything at home.
In one interview, Gucci opened up about being diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Keyshia also revealed that she took all social media apps off his phone and only lets him go online when she approves. She said she does this to keep him from having public manic episodes. Now, while Keyshia's control may come from a place of love and concern, many people feel like she's acting more like a manager or handler than a wife. Since Gucci's release, she's been tightly managing his every move, making sure nothing goes off track, but also making him heavily dependent on her. Fans online are split. Some say her level of control feels excessive, while others think it's exactly what Gucci needs to stay grounded. One person commented, "Gucci has a lot going on, schizophrenia, drugs, mental illness. He needs her." Another wrote, honestly, it's either this or worse. At least he looks better and gets help. A lot would still be alive if they had someone in control. And someone else said, she pretty much upgraded him like that one Beyonce song. He was an influential trap artist, but the lifestyle didn't lead to a long-lasting and successful life. He needs someone to clean up his image so he can make corporate decisions and not street ones. So what do you think? Is Keyshia right to be this hands-on with her husband, or should she give Gucci some space to manage himself for once? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kayla Knows News for more deep dives, real talk, and celebrity truth bombs. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay tuned, baddies.